Running back Don Woods marched into San Diego after being unceremoniously dumped by the Green Bay Packers just 5 days before the start of the regular season. (1974) 11th round draft pick Eric Torkelson was retained by the Packers instead of Woods because head coach Dan Devine thought that Woods was not a slashing type of runner. Woods only had 3 kickoff returns in 1974, but this one in Week 11 ironically resulted in Eric Torkelson's first NFL touchdown. After the game, Devine took responsibility for cutting Woods, who by then had 5 games of 100-plus rushing yards. A 6-8 season and back-to-back losing seasons caused Devine to be shown the exit door at the end of the season. Enter former Packers superstar quarterback Bart Starr as the Packers' new head coach. The Chargers' head coach was Tommy Prothro. He was a prodigious smoker who could have made the Olympic chain-smoking team had he tried out. Star defensive end Coy Bacon objected to his Monday practices and resigned his team co-captaincy in protest. Second-year quarterback Dan Fouts started 11 games in 1974 and tossed 8 touchdowns with 13 interceptions. In Week 8, Fouts and Woods hooked up on 43 and 75-yard touchdowns. Woods led Green Bay in rushing during the exhibition season, was waived, and picked up by San Diego for $100 one day later. He was a quarterback at the University of New Mexico Highlands, and in 1971 set the single-season total yardage record with 2,466 passing and running yards. But spiraling costs prompted Highlands to drop their football program following his 3rd season. He transferred to the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque in 1973, where he passed for 869 yards and 5 touchdowns, while he rushed for 971 yards and 11 touchdowns. He was drafted in the 6th round by Green Bay. Lenny Moore was Woods' idol growing up, and he played junior high school football with future fellow NFL running back Carl Garrett, who was a 9-year NFL veteran who amassed 6,100 yards from scrimmage. Chargers center Carl Mock described Woods' running style as somewhere in between Mercury Morris and Larry Zonka. In 2 games versus the Raiders, Woods romped for 118 and 117 yards. The first 3 games that he played full-time, he gained 157, 133, and 118 rushing yards. Even though the Raiders won both games against San Diego, head coach John Madden was quite impressed with Woods' talents, and he was quoted as saying, "Woods has that special burst that only the great ones have." In Week 6 at Denver, the Chargers' offense only produced 50 yards by halftime. Woods had 13 carries for only 39 yards, and the Chargers lost 27-7. But Week 7 was totally different. Week 11 was another brutal game, as the Chargers generated a season-low 193 total yards of offense, with Woods only chipping in with 50 yards rushing. In Week 12 against the third-worst defense against the rush, Woods had a field day, as he rushed for 142 yards. He also threw his first NFL touchdown pass. Woods was just the 7th rookie running back to rush for 1,000 yards, and he was named the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year. He broke the rookie rushing record that was held by the Packers' John Brockington in 1971 with 1,105 yards. He had other excellent accomplishments too in 1974. Woods did not play regularly until the 3rd game of the year because he had a crash course in learning the Chargers playbook. He rushed for 100-plus yards in each of his first 3 full-time games and 4 out of his first 5 games. He did not play in Week 9 and still finished 2nd in the NFL for the most rushing yards. Unfortunately, he didn't have another season that came within 50% of his rookie rushing production. 1978 was his next best year with only 514 rushing yards.